Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Chris Thomas. We start tonight with breaking news in Calaveras County. We're tracking a fast-moving wildfire that continues to grow. It's been burning for just about 24 hours now. Take a look. The Gann Fire is burning near Gann Road and Hogan Dam Road. That's just south of the community of Valley Springs and New Hogan Lake, east of Angels Camp. Firefighters from multiple agencies are working to protect lives, property, and surrounding communities. And I want to show you a time-lapse video of the fire. It has burned nearly 4,000 acres and evacuation orders are now in place. Several viewers tell us they can see the fire from their home. And just moments ago, Calaveras County deputies announced a state of emergency, a local state of emergency. And so we do have live team coverage tonight. Brendan is tracking the weather conditions as we speak. ABC 10's Gabriel Porras is standing by at Evacuation Center tonight. But we start with ABC 10's Roxanne Elias live near the Gann Fire. And Roxanne, I understand sadly that homes have been lost.
Yes, Chris, here where we're standing, we are right off of Latigo Street and Jakima Drive, where we can at least notice and see one home, it looks like, has completely burned to the ground. There is just ashes everywhere here. There is one corner of the home that looks to still barely be standing there, but there are flames coming off of it where you could see just the intensity of this fire here. Again, we're at Jakima Drive, close to Latigo Street, and just going down both of these streets right now, you can just see on both sides, it's completely black. The ground is covered in ash. There are still pieces of wood that are burning. You could hear the crackling coming off of them. The land seems to be smoldering down. I'm not sure if you just heard that, but it sounds like another piece of that home just came down right now. Now, a lot of these homes are down long driveways, so it's hard to see just exactly how many structures have burned in this area. We did reach out to Cal Fire, but they say at this time they can't confirm if any of those structures are burned. There's still just so many crews out here trying to contain the fire. Now, we drove in from California State Route 4, so to the area that you see here, and you could see the large plumes of fire coming in from about 30 minutes away. That's about 25 miles. And up close here in the heart of it, you could still just see the burn scars left behind while some of the flames are still burning near these structures. Now, the area that we're in is under mandatory evacuation orders, and they were ordered to evacuate about 21 hours ago. So you won't see many people here in the area. Now, I want to let you guys take a look at video from earlier today. Cal Fire says most of the activity from the Gann Fire is in the north and east sections of the fire, as well as the Pool Station Road area. The fire started earlier yesterday near Hogan Dam Road and Gann Road in Valley Springs. The Calaveras County Sheriff's Office putting out evacuation warnings in 4 additional zones this afternoon. Currently, there are 6 zones that have evacuation orders. Cal Fire says a significant amount of resources are responding from throughout the state, and that air attack includes air tankers and Type 1 helicopters, but firefighters are still facing many challenges when fighting this fire.
It's still very steep terrain. There's a lot of thick, heavy brush and dry fuels that exist in the area. There isn't a whole lot of road access in the heart of the fire perimeter, so a lot of the groundwork is having to come on foot or through dozer line to make access to the actual fire's edge.
Back out here live, you could still see this home on fire here. It looks like an outside garage area is still up. Now, if you go down some of these roads, you can see that some of these homes have been saved. We spoke to a man earlier today who actually did not evacuate because he wanted to make sure that his home made it out without catching fire. We'll let you hear a little bit more from him coming up, Chris. I'm live in Calaveras County. Roxanne Elias, ABC 10.
Just heartbreaking to see that properties have been impacted by this fire. We'll be tracking that throughout the evening. And keep in mind, as the fire continues to grow, more people are being told to leave their homes. The red areas on the map show evacuation orders, and the yellow shading shows evacuation warnings in parts of Calaveras County. The area burning that Roxanne just showed us is there in the middle of the red zone. Meanwhile, Calaveras Unified Schools will be closed tomorrow because of the Gann Fire. The superintendent released this statement saying in part, quote, "The safety and well-being of our students and staff is our highest priority. Based on current air quality conditions, the ongoing impacts of wildfire smoke, and the potential for conditions to change rapidly, we believe closing all schools is the safest course of action." And take a look at the road closures happening right now because of the fire. Pool Station Road at Cement Plant Road, Pool Station Road at Highway 4, Hogan Dam Road at Hunt Road, and Bear Creek Day Use Area at Hogan Dam Road. It has certainly been a scary day for so many families forced to evacuate. ABC 10's Gabriel Porras is live now. And Gabriel, you've been talking to evacuees, and we know this is never easy.
Oh, it never is, Chris. I heard from a county leader this morning who told me earlier this morning that people who were asked to evacuate, a lot of them actually chose to stay behind, but that appeared to change later in the day. People appear to change their mind. More and more people saw how quickly this fire exploded here in Calaveras County, how many more neighborhoods were added to that evacuation list, and made that very difficult decision to leave their homes behind. It's an all-out fight to stop the relentless Gann Fire, and below the aircraft doing their urgent work, Stacey McCarty Griffith does hers.
We're in here helping these people get their animals out. We're evacuating his livestock for him.
Her friend's home under an evacuation order since Monday, but deciding that now is the time to leave.
Because the fire, it can switch around really fast. We were helping friends on the other side near where the fire started last night, and we watched that fire spin around, and it would go one direction, then go back the other direction.
Unpredictable.
It's getting bigger again. I thought it was
Oh, it's
starting.
getting huge. It's getting dark.
Oh, come on. I don't want to stay here very long even.
Glenn and Marianne Meeks want to go back home. Impending flames forced them out Monday night.
We looked back and you could see the flames. And then we saw it. It was huge, and we were like, "Oh no, that looks like hell." It was very bright, and you could see fire everywhere.
They had packed just a few items. One of their cats left behind.
You got to take the evacuation serious, or you may not get out.
Julian Hobbs is not waiting.
We saw it, and I said, you know what? Let's just pack our stuff up right now. Like, let's get it. And so we called all of our kids to make sure that they were ready too, and they all were ready.
Her home is in the clear for now, and in the meantime,
See the fire line creeping. You can
You can see it coming down.
Yeah.
Julian's doing what she can with her ice cream truck to help.
It's a scary time when you're, going through this. So I like to kind of bring that a little bit of joy and just pass out ice cream, because ice cream solves everything.
A bit of joy as the sounds of a relentless fight continue.
Because you never know, it could still turn. So we just hope to God that the wind keeps down.
Hopefully Cal Fire can get on it and stop this thing before it gets way big.
Yeah, that really describes the sentiment in the community right now. There is just a tense energy everywhere you go in this portion of Calaveras County. Everyone watching, waiting, and officials are hoping they're preparing as well. Live in Angels Camp, Gabriel Porras, ABC 10.
Gabriel, thank you. And keep in mind there is an evacuation center at the Veterans Hall in Valley Springs and a livestock evacuation shelter at the Calaveras County Fairgrounds. Meanwhile, Brendan, I know it all comes as you're tracking a weather impact alert today.
Yeah, because of the heat, and we are back near 100 degrees in the valley, and certainly the heat is playing a role in this, but it's also the fire's just burning in an area that hasn't seen a lot of fire over the last 40 or 50 years. We've had some smaller fires. Even the Arrow fire from a couple years ago is in an area south of where the Gann Fire is at the moment. So there's just a lot of fuel up there, and it is very dry. Taking a look at that evacuation map, everywhere in red is that evacuation order. You need to leave now. Not a lot of cities here to populate on the map, so it's important to know the zones here. The red zones, that's the list of evacuation orders right now. Evacuation warning zones in blue over there and on yellow here on the map. This does not include somewhere like Angels Camp, Copperopolis, or San Andreas, but if you're in those cities, make sure your go bag is packed and ready. Evacuation warning means there's a potential threat to life and property, and if you need extra time to leave, now's the time to begin that process. That's especially true if you have pets or livestock. Evacuation order means there is that immediate threat to life and property, and you need to get out, but you don't have to worry. That area is closed to the public, so nobody's coming up in there if you're in an evacuation order. But again, temperatures, it's hot out there, it's dry. We are in the upper 90s right now. It'll be a mild night, temperatures in the low 60s, but in the foothills, we're going to be dealing with smoke once again. That's all from the Gann Fire. Tomorrow, upper 90s and low triple digits in the valley. And looking ahead, we're staying hot, and our fire danger is actually increasing at the end of this week. I've got a full look at that forecast later in the show.
Okay, Brendan, thank you. And keep in mind, these fires show just how important it is to be informed and prepared during wildfire season. You can learn more by watching our California Wildfire Special for free on the ABC 10 TV streaming app.